So hey YouTube, I am popping on right quick because I'm going to kind of go through my foundation routine as far as everything that I do to my face so that you guys will know. I think I've been saying it for a while that I needed to get one done, but always when you start off, before you start your eye stuff, I always go in with a moisturizer. I've been using this Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Gel. I really do like it. I let that sit on my face while I do my eyes, and then I will go in and do my mattifying primer. I'm in between two primers right now. The Makeup Forever step one is on my face today because I wore it yesterday and it just really kept every oil at bay and I really liked it. And then I went in, sometimes for the most part, this is my everyday one that I wear, the Pore Professional Matte Rescue. So yeah, so you got to moisturize, then go in with your mattifying primer if you need one. I need one. The second thing I like to do is go in with a blurring primer, and I have two to pick from again. I've been using this NYX No Filter blurring primer. I've been using this for a couple days now. I really like it so far because I think it gives me a smooth canvas to start off with. As you guys know, my favorite is the Tarte Clean Slate Timeless Smoothing Primer base one. This is the one, like, if I'm, I don't use it every day. This is like my special primer for, when I'm really going all out and I just really want things to be perfect. But just for daily stuff, I've been using this one, and I really do like it. So after I do my mattifying one, I go in with this one, which I've kind of been liking. Once it has set on my face, I usually will color correct, and that's all I've done so far to get me to this part in the video is I have color corrected where I need to, which has really gotten rid of those dark spots, because I have a lot over here. As you can tell, the hyperpigmentation is real on my skin. But I will say this, since I've gone back to just really using Dove on my face has done a whole lot better. So that's all I've been using to kind of go back and clean up. Let me heat this lip up a little bit. Make sure you blend out your color correction. You guys have to excuse the lighting. Today is the day of the eclipse, so I decided to film since I didn't have any special glasses to go out there. So yeah. So if the lighting looks funny, that would be the reason why. But yeah, let's start our foundation. Pretty much I'm a full coverage type of person. You don't have to be. I have some medium coverage foundations that I use throughout the week, and then I have my I've fallen back in love with my Urban Decay All Night Liquid Foundation. I wore this the other night to an outdoor event, and let me tell you, my makeup stayed. It did not move. This, if you don't have it for them days like that, or when you have a long night or something, that is a great foundation to wear. But I'm actually going to just go in with the Kat Von D today, and you guys know what I'd like to blend out with the Eco Tools. So your tools do matter for your skin. Now I can't tell you, I'm just telling you what works for me. So this is pretty much how I put my foundation on. And this is damp. So when we come back, we're going to blend it out. Pick up your Eco Tools and just start to blend it in. This is a full coverage foundation, mattifying. But I wanted you all to see how that kind of takes away those covers extremely well. Now this might not be the one for you if you don't have that. You wouldn't necessarily need to do this part. Do this. But my full coverage oily girls, you guys know that this is one of my favorite foundations. And it blends out really well too. And the color match is pretty good. Next we're going to conceal. I have been using the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer. This is a 2-in-1. It didn't work for me as a foundation, but as a concealer, it does a pretty decent job. So this is really all I do. I put it down in the places for concealing, which is up underneath the eye, and this part is really just for highlighting, which I'm going to add a little bit of a lighter shade because this is almost like my skin tone, which is okay. But for these eyelashes and such, we might need to highlight just a little bit. I do let the concealer sit for a minute, and sometimes I actually go in and kind of help it dry a little bit with my fan. So you see how that kind of concealed, and it didn't really do much highlighting. So I'm gonna go in with a little bit of just Urban Decay Naked Skin. This is in medium dark, and I'm just gonna go right here in this little dark part. Kind of using more like a highlight to bring light to this. This step is totally optional, but for these eyelashes, I'm gonna blame everything on the eyelashes. I am going to cream contour a little bit, and I am going to use the Stila Deep Shape and Shade Custom Contour Duo, and I just pick it up on a little bit of a Real Technique brush, and I start right here where this little line is already kind of formed. And we're going to kind of go ahead and do a light nose one with the extra product that was left over. And then I pick up a little bit for the chin area. Underneath, to kind of take away a little bit of the chin, little fat right there. The purpose is for this to kind of make stuff look like it's shrunk a little bit. So then I pick up a little bit of, I'm sorry, you guys. I'm trying to look outside at the same time as trying to do this video. But I use this Real Technique sculpting brush to get it blended. And this Stila contour color is really easy to get blended out. It's not hard at all. Don't worry, we're going to blend that. But the eclipse must be getting ready to happen. So y'all, I had to go ahead and put the bake underneath my eye because I ran into a little storage issue on my phone. So what I like to do is take this sponge from Sephora. It's the Cake and Bake sponge, liquid and powder makeup sponge. I just take that and dab. I'm using the Too Faced Ethereal powder. I like the setting powder. And just kind of, I have to bake. Now that might not be the thing for you, or if you got dry, but I'm oily. So if I want things to last on me, I have to go in and bake. So I just put it in the places that we basically highlighted. Press it in to make sure it's getting absorbed into all that foundation and concealer. And I do let it sit for about 3 to 4 minutes. It's been underneath my eyes for a minute, but I just want you guys to see. For the rest of my face, I'm going to go in with the Laura Mercier Translucent Medium Deep. And I take a little bit, dump it in the cap. And I take the bottom of my beauty blender or beauty sponge, whatever you're using, and I just kind of tap it over all the other places. And I blend it in a little bit to the powder that I already laid down over, because this will blend this in well to keep it highlighted. So this is just to kind of like setting all of my face, and then I'm gonna go in and make sure that it is all blended together. Then I take this little angle brush and I pick up a little bit of the Urban Decay Naked Skin Ultra Definition Powder Foundation in Dark Warm, and I just swirl it a little bit, and then I just start to kind of use this to sweep away what's underneath my eye, and then start to make sure everything is blended. There you have it for the powder. We've done cream and powder highlighting and contouring today. So now that we've gotten all of that set, we're going to bring some definition back to the face by doing some bronzing. I'm just going to use the Estee Edit, the Barris bronzer, but for special occasions, I actually love the Bobbi Brown bronzing powder in Deep 4. I just don't use this every day, but yeah, this is a beautiful powder for, bronzing if you're okay with using it for every day. But for every day, I just kind of go in with this one from Estee Edit. I already hit pan, and I'm just going to swirl this. This is a Japanese. You can get this at Ulta. And so right where we put that contour, we're kind of going to go over that part with the bronze, just to kind of get it blended out and start bringing some definition and warmth back to our face. Okay, so make sure you're hitting all the spots where we kind of contoured it. Even your nose, where we put it down. So for the nose part, I'm going to use the same bronzing powder. I just picked up a little bit on a brush and just kind of start to go along where we put the contour at. Next, we're going to kind of cut the cheeks a little bit with a contour powder, and I just used the Urban Decay Naked Skin Ultra Definition Powder Foundation in Deep Neutral for my, when I'm doing something spectacular, I go in with this NARS one. This is in the shade Melina, and I like it because it has this powder that I like to use to clean up once I lay this down. But we're just going to use the, nothing wrong with either one of these. These are two of my favorites. I'm just going to use the one from Urban Decay. I've hit pan on it, and I think they've stopped selling these. So just kind of where we initially laid that line up in here, where we created it with the cream, you just kind of want to go, make sure you're hitting it right there. I'm not taking it any further than that. And this brush kind of helps me control it and not let it get out of hand. This part is totally optional, but I'm going to take a little bit of the Sacha Buttercup in the other end of my cake bake, and I'm going to clean up my contour just a little bit. You don't have to do this, but there you have it. I'm not gonna let this sit for long. Just gonna for a few minutes, and then I'm gonna sweep it away. Yeah, so let that set a little bit. I just went in with my Tarte. I don't know what this brush is called, but yeah, I just kind of went in with my Tarte brush and blended that down, just to kind of clean up the contour a little bit. Contour. Be a little adventuresome for blush. We are going to go in with Bittersweet from Urban Decay, and just kind of sweep it on through there. Yep, that ties into the look really well. Yep, I like it. For highlight, we are going to go in with the Profusion Light Fusion. This is the pinky one from Makeup Forever. I don't know why I can't never see this number. So you just highlight. You can give yourself a button nose or not. And then you just kind of hit the highest points. Cue it. I always bring mine around a little bit right here. So when you turn, you can see the whole, where the light hits it. One of the last final things I do is I go in with my Mario Badescu Rose Water to set my face. So I kind of cover up my eyes because I don't want to mess them up. And then just kind of Make sure that that's saturated like you like it. And I pick up my fan. And then my fan finished doing the work for me. So you guys, this is the final look for me. Let me know what you think about my foundation routine for the contour and the highlights. I think it all came out rather pretty. Yeah, I got that on there on the lips. Yeah, so I think I wanted to kind of dispel that it's hard to do cream contour and powder. I just do the most because when I do my face, I just sit down and do the most. I'm so sorry. But my intent is always to kind of just make sure that I like it, and that's really the key too. If you like it, then that's all that really matters. And if it makes sense to you. So you don't owe anyone an explanation about why you are contour, you cut your cheeks or whatever. That's your prerogative. So I hope that this was helpful. Let me know if it was or if it wasn't. Please list all comments, suggestions, whatever. I take it all in, and I really appreciate, all of the feedback all the time, because I have some really consistent subscribers who kind of, keep me motivated, and sometimes that's what you need. But if you have any questions, let me know, and I will see you guys on the next turn. Thanks, YouTube. Bye-bye.